right? If Pokey, this is the best advice I can give you. If you want to find love, if you want to have a good marriage, you want to have kids someday, go and get in the Wayback Machine and watch PewDiePie. I kid you not. Watch how he did it. He started to grow up, right? He started to take all the stuffed animals out of the background and shit, right? He stopped wearing bright pink all the time. And he started doing, more adult shit. He kind of tailored his audience to be kind of more adult. And he kind of went a more adult direction. And he found somebody. And he fell in love. And he's a fucking adult. And now he's raising kids. Right? And he's like, I don't really need to be up front center every time. It's not always look at me. And I got kids now. You know what I mean? Like, right? That's how you do it. That's the only fucking way for you. You just gotta follow PewDiePie. And grow the fuck up.
The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, I think I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. Well, I mean, at this point, yeah, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. Because I really want to do this video. And I've been playing the fuck out of ball pit. And I am about to reorganize everything. And it's going to get wild. And it's going to take up all my time. And I know I said it's winter. And I've got more time because it's winter. But all that's getting eat up in the ball pits. Because I start playing it and I look at the clock. I'm like, fuck. So, alright, look. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about my new sponsor. That's another reason why I got to do a video tomorrow. I got a new sponsor. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else about it. I got a sponsorship. It's a book deal. It's really cool. You guys will see all about it tomorrow. But today, I wasn't going to do a video today. I didn't do a video yesterday because I was like, fuck, this weekend. I'm going to take weekend off. It's December. It's almost Christmas. I was going to have to work this weekend. I didn't have to work this weekend. I was like, fuck yeah. And so I played ball pit. And, and I was like, well, it's 11 o'clock. A little late to start a video now. So I didn't do a video yesterday. And today I wasn't going to do a video. It's 10:04 right now. I wasn't going to do a video today. But I saw this video this morning. And it's been the only thing I can think about all day long. And I feel so bad about it. And I gotta do a video on it or I won't be able to fucking sleep tonight. And that's the truth. I saw this video. Everybody's talking about how Pokimane went out and bought herself an engagement ring. And it's not funny. It's really sad. It's really, really terribly sad. She went out and bought herself an engagement ring because nobody else wanted. Because oh no, it's really sad. She bought it because nobody else wants to give her one. And it's really sad. Like, it's really sad. Because I'm sure somewhere under the onion layers of Pokimane, when you get all the way down to Imane, which I believe is her actual name is Maine, Pokimane, right? Like, that's a little sexual innuendo there, Pokimane, but, so, you get underneath the bullshit, and I'm sure she's a very sweet girl. I'm sure she's a very nice girl. Unfortunately, that nice girl that is way deep down inside of her is warped and twisted by feminist ideology and social justice bullshit and woke retardation and retarded mind virus and just narcissistic psychopathy. Like, she's a problem. Like, you're a problem. I mean, you're a problem. And you can't help that you have become mega famous to a certain degree. Right? Let's be honest. You ain't fucking Sydney Sweeney. But you are Pokimane. Right? Like, so... you really have two choices. People who know who you are. And the only reason that people who know who you are going to date you is because of the possibility of that spike, the Pokimane push. Right? Yeah, I get it. You keep your relationships very tight under wraps. You know, you don't talk about the shit, right? I get that. And that is a good thing, right? Like, that's a good start. That's a real good start. That's a little degree of security. But nevertheless, you're a woman. And you want to make irrational, snap statements. You tend to say things without thinking about it, right? You're a millionaire, you're a multimillionaire, and you're talking about, you're on like, I can only imagine you're on like a riverboat or something like that with all the phase dudes, and you're talking about fuck rich people. You don't think before you say things, right? And so that's, you know, like, just you are a problem. You're a giant fucking red flag. And the fact that you produce a stream where it's you being you, that's a fucking problem, right? Like, no guy wants to deal with that shit. The only type of guys who want to deal with that shit are guys who know about that shit going in. I want to date Pokey because she's, you know, she's a very pretty normal girl. I'd say Pokimane's like a 17, man. Off the Patrice system, right? My system. I use this system all the time. Pokimane is about a 17. She's a pretty mid girl. But she does magic with that makeup, man. And she bumps herself up to like a 19, 20, right? Now you're getting at 19, 20. Now you're getting in the area where she's a very attractive mid girl. Or she's a ugly pretty girl, right? It ain't half bad to be an ugly pretty girl, I gotta tell you, because it's a hell of a lot better than being a pretty ugly girl. That's for sure, right? So she can bump herself up to a good 19, 20 on a really good day, right? When she's really getting the angle right and everything, and she's got the titties fucking, yeah. But all that shit is worthless. You want to know why? Because you're almost 30. Any guy who hooks up with you now is only going to get 5, 10 years out of you looking that good before all of a sudden you're going to get all puffy. Because I'm telling you, Pokimane is going to be all of a sudden real puffy one day. And I'm going to go, oh no. And everybody else is going to go, oh no. And Pokimane is going to be like, I got lip filler and Botox. And don't I look pretty? Oh no. And her face is going to start to twist. And people know that shit's coming. Right? Like, you need to find a man that doesn't know anything about you and has no ability whatsoever. I mean, zero ability to predict the future. You need a dude that is really sweet and very patient and forgiving and has no ability to predict where things are going to go from here. Because every guy that can tell that there is a reality that will happen in the next 5 minutes from now, and it will continue to go on happening into infinity, right? Like the guys who know that there's future events coming, and they see what happens. You can't date time travelers like me. It would never work out between us, Pokey. I'm sorry. I would love to give you. I would give you the world. But fuck no, because I can predict the future, and all I see is if I get you to love me enough, that means eventually when we do fight, you're gonna tell everybody about it, and it's gonna be a fucking pain in my ass. Or you're going to continue to be cool, and you're not going to talk about any relationship shit on your stream or whatever. But at some point, you're going to do or say something fucking stupid, and I'm going to have to tell you about it. You want to know why I'm going to have to tell you about it? Because you're going to come crying to me, everybody hates me again. And I'm going to be like, what the fuck did you do now? And you're going to be like, all I said was fucking genocide. Why the fuck are you talking about Israel, you moron? Like, and then it's gonna be a fight. Why do you have to do this? Why do you always have to do this? Because that's my audience. I'm a slave. Why the fuck do you have to do this? Like, it's gonna drive any and every man fucking insane. Just you. Everything about you. Like, you can be really hot. And guys can get over that. They can get over the whole every dude in the world wants to fuck you, and they gotta put up with that shit. There's a lot of guys that can get over that shit, right? And there's a lot of guys that can get over you're a fucking retard online, and you're just gonna constantly be causing external problems that are gonna threaten me and my life because you're a fucking retard online. There's a lot of guys that can get over that. But not guys that can get over both, right? And then you throw in also that you're a retard. And like, dude, she's like, I can't have a guy that has a problem with what I do. Well, what you do is a problem. I can't have a guy that's going to be controlling. Define that. Give me an example of a guy that's controlling. Because I bet you what it was, why the fuck did you buy a cookie factory? Because I want to make cookies. Are they going to be good? Well, here, try one. These are dog shit. I haven't even taken a bite yet. I can already tell it's going to be awful. Oh, what the fuck is this? But they're great. Dude. And then he probably said, don't fucking do that. That's fucking stupid. Why you gotta control me? Control you? Bitch, I'm trying to keep you from causing yourself problems. Wasting fucking money. Looking like an idiot. You're just trying to control me. I bet it's some shit like that. And that isn't control, it's leadership, bitch. Like, you need to listen. You need to fucking think. The future is coming! And in it, you've got shit cookies. And you're gonna look stupid. And everybody's gonna make fun of you. And everybody's gonna shit on you. And nobody's gonna buy your fucking cookies. But this is all just problems. Like, she wants a man who's got his own thing going on, who's financially stable, and who is emotionally and fucking psychologically stable enough to put up with her. And any guy that is successful on his own and psychologically and emotionally stable enough to put up with you is already putting up with somebody that they've been putting up with since high school. The only guys that you're going to be finding who are going to be on your level of success are other fucking streamers. And other fucking streamers are all fucking insane. And you don't want that. That's what you're resigned to. If you want somebody who's going to be cool with you doing what you do. Because what you're asking for is somebody who doesn't give a fuck about you enough to not care about all the shit that's randomly going to be drawn in because of you. You want somebody who's just going to let you fucking fly right into the fucking window. Like, that's what you want. And you want somebody who's going to, after you fall in the window, just make sure you're there for me, just so I can cry on you, and then just after that, you know, fuck off. And like, so you need somebody who's emotionally distant. But you're not going to like that, because emotionally distant guys they tend to be emotionally distant. And you're not going to want that shit. Like, you have worked yourself into a paradox, Maine. You really have. No guy that you want wants you. Because no guy that you want wants to have to deal with fucking you. With all the you that comes with you. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. And any guy that's cool with that shit, you don't want. Because you don't want a guy that knows you, or at least you don't want a guy that's going to lie about knowing you, just fucking get with you. Like, you have eliminated all of the people that you want, and most of the people that you don't want, just simply by choosing to be who you are. Has anybody ever heard of the term archetype? I love the term archetype. Learned about it when I was in my gaming days, back when I was a teenager. Learned it from Vampire the Masquerade. They didn't have, you know, like pre-made characters or shit like that. They didn't have, you know, it was archetypes, right? And, you know, as a priest. What's the priest archetype, right? As a black outfit, white thing, you know, very pious, meek, generous kind, right? What's the high school jock archetype, right? Big, muscular, kind of thick, you know, square features, right? Broad shoulders, wearing a fucking coat with numbered jersey, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you think of when you think of a jock. What do you think of when you think of a head cheerleader in high school? Pokimane. Aloof, distant, unapproachable, obnoxious as fuck, yet so hot my dick can't stop drooling over her. Right? Because she's the hot girl in high school. That's like her thing. That's her whole shtick. That's her gimmick. And her audience is getting older. And they're starting to get married and have kids. And they're looking at her like, bitch, you almost 30. What you doing? And so she goes and gets her own engagement ring for herself. Because she's like, look, I've decided that the money is more worth it. I would rather be a problem. And I've just given up. I've given up on finding love. I will never get married. I'm going to marry myself because I'm the only person that can put up with me. And this is terribly fucking sad, man. Like, but like everything in the world, I tell people this all the time. All of our problems, every single one of our problems in the world, could end tomorrow if only each and every one of us could fundamentally change as a human being from the ground up to a better person. And if Pokimane can harness that, and she can fundamentally change herself from the ground up to be a more adult, mature, normal fucking person, right? If Pokey, this is the best advice I can give you. If you want to find love, if you want to have a good marriage, you want to have kids someday, go and get in the Wayback Machine and watch PewDiePie. I kid you not. Watch how he did it. He started to grow up, right? He started to take all the stuffed animals out of the background and shit, right? He stopped wearing bright pink all the time. And he started doing, more adult shit. He kind of tailored his audience to be kind of more adult. And he kind of went a more adult direction. And he found somebody. They fell in love. And he's a fucking adult. And now he's raising kids. Right? And he's like, I don't really need to be up front center every time. It's not always look at me. And I got kids now. You know what I mean? Like, right? That's how you do it. That's the only fucking way for you. You just gotta follow PewDiePie. And grow the fuck up.